What's up, webheads? It's your boy SpideyQueue. It is cold as balls today, and it was so warm yesterday. This weather's gonna be the death of me, man. But either way, it's Thursday, so let's get to it. My God, I'm so sick of eating chicken. The guy in the car next to me is having a burger.
Use your imagination.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'm all out.
Focus. Since it's Throwback Thursday, guys, I wanted to talk a little about when I thought Spidey started to really become Spidey. Comics, like in sports, it's hard to compare the eras because you had a lot of different drawing styles, you have a lot of different nuances that guys are trying to throw in there, you have a lot of different topics that guys are trying to tackle, and you have a lot of different style just in general that exists throughout the eras of comics. But Spidey didn't really get to be the Spidey that we love until a certain point, and I'm not the majority or the minority on this, but I happen to agree with a lot of people on this specific thing. Spidey for me became Spidey when McFarlane took over the book. Now put your damn pitchforks away, put them away, put them away. Classic drawing style that came before that was brilliant. I love Romita Sr. I love everything that he does. He's one of my top 5 favorite artists along with his son Junior, but you didn't get those classic poses and you didn't get the shape and the idea of who Spidey was until McFarlane took him up and started really drawing him. McFarlane kind of gave birth to all the famous Spidey poses that we all come to love. Classic perch, which you barely ever saw in the comics because he was always drawn from the waist up back in the old days. Just the way he used to have a viewpoint, they kind of made it like a POV type style, whereas McFarlane kind of showed you the perch as in you were looking at Spidey while he was taking in what he was doing. Crazy web swinging poses. In the day, you usually saw Spidey only doing maybe one of 3 poses, which was the one arm up, the 2 hands on the webs, or the complete body straight up and down. He gave us all those kind of cool poses, and that's when you really started noticing all that muscle configurature of Spidey. And is configurature or what? Configurature? What the hell? I'm pretty sure configurature isn't a word. But either way, let's carry on. All the signature web swinging, all the, like how the muscles really formed around how Spidey was, interacting with a lot of people. That was what I thought really gave Spidey that image. That's where I thought he really started to shine. And that's where I think we all fell in love with the Spider, because you got to look at the influence it has now on how guys are drawing him today. And again, I kind of lean more towards a certain style for each side of the comic, but I think it heavily influences the way McFarlane drew Spidey. I think one of the better versions of Spider-Man now is drawn by Ramos. Where you see the fingertips, like when they're coming towards the screen, they're always square. It's that more cartoony style of drawing. It's that more really elaborated, like muscles, and the eyes just look nice and big and squinty at the same time. I just think they're perfect the way it's drawn. Ramos is probably one of my favorite artists who draw Spidey, but the human drawings that he kind of does, they're good, but not my style. I do like a style more of another artist who draws humans far better than anybody in the industry right now. I'm looking at you, J. Scott Campbell. JC probably draws the most attractive and the most beautiful people in comics as of today. No one draws a female character like the way he does. They always have that cute but sultry look to them. They always look strong. They always look, powerful. He draws women with such these massive characters to them. Get your head out of the gutter, really? You nasty. The only one, in my opinion, who comes a little bit close to the way they draw, actual people, not the costume characters, would be Todd Knock. These two guys draw humans, draw humanoid figures in comics right now at a bar that is set so high, which is good because it forces a lot of artists to kind of really create their own styles and really push hard to, give us the visuals that we want. So do I credit McFarlane for giving us the Spidey that we love today? 100% I do. Do I credit a lot of newer artists that are constantly revamping Spidey and giving us those more accentuated, features on him? 100%. These are the people that are pushing the comic forward as far as aesthetics go in the comic. But again, this is just my opinion, and I would love to know yours. So if you guys have a different opinion, please feel free to share it in the comments down below. I'm always interested in talking about this stuff because everybody has a different art palette, and that's what makes comics beautiful right now. So why don't we end on that note and go ahead and wrap it up. Now, as always, if you like what you saw today, you can go ahead and click the like button, and if you plan on sticking around, why don't you go ahead and subscribe too. I'm also always interested in what you guys have to say, so if you can think of a couple people who have a different opinion or the same one, why don't you share the video and spread some love on the channel. But as always, guys, thanks for hanging. I'm SpideyQueue. Lots more coming from you boys. So as always, stay tuned, y'all.